World famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. And Bob, Arkansas.
Still getting
Tavian's going to Arkansas.
Arkansas. Sam Pittman, Lance, the linebacker.
But he had a connection with the linebackers coach there or something?
Yeah. Like I said, he was here the day I went out there to practice, Glenn Schumann, Georgia linebacker coach, and he introduced me to that linebacker coach from Arkansas. And apparently he recruited Trevin. Well, he was at Auburn, but now he's the recruiting coordinator at Arkansas. So they've had that connection for a while with the family. So that's how it is. You know, it's all making connections, and you know, he sold them on Arkansas. So.
Okay, that's right.
Florida State's in more shock than anybody.
Are they? They really thought they had them?
Yeah, there's an article on the Tallahassee website saying they lost out. They thought for sure he was headed to Tallahassee.
But it looks like it was Arkansas all along, in a sense, you know, because of that connection. Did he make it just at the last minute, or is it?
I don't know. Like I said, he took a weekend trip to Arkansas in May. I think that's when he made the decision. So
okay, goes out there to the Ozarks, I guess, and be a Razorback. We wish him the best. Yeah. But we still got one more year with him here at Wayne County High School.
He's still a Yellow Jacket for
He's still a Yellow Jacket for another year, almost a year. That's great. Does he only play football? That's the only sport he plays?
He runs track.
He runs track. Okay. All right. A couple more sports he has to go for Wayne County.
Got excited there for
let me cut this on. We got Glenn Pond in here this morning from Magic Mattress and Furniture. Good morning.
Good morning. I got excited there for a minute when he picked up that Georgia hat. I knew that was probably a long shot.
Yeah.
Oh, was he teasing?
Yeah.
Was he teasing, picking up different caps? Oh,
I got excited. I jumped up off the couch for a minute.
He put the Florida State cap on first, and he threw that to the side, and he picked up the Georgia hat. But I knew he wasn't going there.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to pick up the Gator hat there because his dad's a diehard Gator. He's been a Gator his whole life, so
absolutely.
I thought that was a good chance. But
where did his brother go? He went to Kentucky, right? Yeah, he went to Kentucky. Keeping it in the SEC, just different teams than we figured, huh?
Yep. Just could hope Arkansas has a good year. I mean, if Arkansas doesn't have a good year, Sam Pittman may not be there by the time he decides. So that's what you got to hope for.
Yeah, that's the thing about it is you get these coaches on the hot seat like
that's what I'm saying. He's already on the hot seat instead of him and Napier down in Florida. So
And usually when the head coach goes, the assistants goes, and the new coach coming in wants theirs. So they're loyal to him.
So you just got to keep your fingers crossed.
Okay.
See how it all plays out.
All right. We wish him the best and congratulations. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
This is a nice event last night. Just Church of God did a great event, and I said it was nice. Like I said, he wanted his church family. His church family got up and spoke about what a great kid he is, what kind of character he's got. So he is a great kid, and his family's done a good job with him. So he represents Wayne County well.
Okay. All right. We got Glenn Pond in here this morning from Magic Mattress and Furniture, and got big news here for Magic Mattress. You're growing.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Come a long way from the little hole in the wall we started with on Cherry Street. We just closed on the old Pick and Save building. So if you're 40 and older, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you that are a little younger out there, it's right next to Watermelon Gumballs and across from where they're building the new Wawa. We closed on this the 1st of July. We're super excited. We got a lot of work still to do in the building, and we may move in before it's completely finished being remodeled because there is a lot of work to be done. But to touch base on this, we wanted to announce that if you haven't noticed the huge letters going on the wall and didn't know already. But during COVID, if everybody remembers, it was so hard to get inventory and such, we overbought when they had stuff in stock. If they had it in stock, we bought extra and we invested in an additional warehouse and filled it up. Well, now we have to move. And I'm going to be honest, Bob, Butch, I don't want to move all that stuff.
What, you looking for volunteers or what? We're going to everybody volunteer, get a Magic Mattress and help them move.
That's right. No, we are having a moving sale.
Moving sale.
Yes.
That's right. You don't want to move it. You'd rather for the supplier to drop it off at the back door. Huh?
Absolutely. Some of the stuff we're selling at cost. Some things I might even take a loss on. And before we post this on social media next week, we wanted to give our loyal and Wayne County customers the first shot at this stuff before it gets gone, because it will be first come, first serve. This is in addition to our 4th of July sale we already had going on. But literally some of this stuff I've had packed in there for 2 years now, sitting in inventory, and I really don't want to move it to the new building.
All right, so he doesn't want to move it, and so Glenn's back saying sell it at cost or less.
Absolutely. I'd rather sell it and then have Ashley or Liberty or whatever brand bring some new stuff to the new store, you know.
Right, so a moving sale going on at Magic Mattress and Furniture, located, they're right down from Hardee's next to the Walmart shopping center.
Yep, and we'll be there for the rest of this month. The goal is to try to move into the new building by August 1st. Like I said, it may not be completely finished, but come out and enjoy these. I mean, we already have the lowest prices around, but come out and enjoy these below, just super crazy prices.
What's the name of the road in front of your current store?
It's Allison Street.
Allison Street right there that runs right past you to Goodwill and all that?
Put Allison Street in some GPSs, it doesn't take you there. If you turn between Hardee's and Title Max, we're right there on the right.
That's right. Just turn between Hardee's and Title Max right before you turn into the Walmart entrance, and it'll be right there on your right in that little shopping center right there. And shop we're moving sale, because Glenn doesn't want to move it. He'd rather sell it at cost or even take a loss on some.
Absolutely. My back isn't getting any younger, I promise you.
Oh, wait till you get 70 like me.
Well, I think last time I was in here, I was in a neck brace. And
were you?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Well, I had wrecked my motorcycle. And
popping wheelies again?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. Down Cherry Street. No, but it was just before the Mr. Wayne County competition.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. You got out of it, huh?
And the old back don't carry the furniture like it used to. So I'm seriously, some of this stuff is below cost, guys. Come take advantage of it. And we want our Wayne County customers and our Wayne County friends to get first dibs at this stuff before we post it on social media for all the surrounding towns and such to come.
Okay, so
come get it.
If you're listening, even if you don't want to buy any, tell your friends and family about it. That possibly might want some furniture and mattress or anything of that sort. They got tons of stuff there at Magic Mattress and Furniture, located right there between Title Max and Hardee's. Turn left there on Allison Street, and they're right on the right hand side, and just pass the word around.
That's right. Well, now I'm gonna take my work hat off and put my coach and dad hat on. And
coach and dad hat. Okay.
So we have some exciting news for local youth travel baseball. My son is a huge Savannah Bananas fan, and as many of you know, it's nearly impossible to make it to a game. We were lucky to attend a game before they really blew up, and it was so hard to get tickets, and he's been in love with them ever since, and we've been fighting for probably the last 2-3 years trying to get tickets again. And if anybody else out there has tried, y'all understand the struggle. We lucked up and were in Savannah last year and came across a lot of the team and the Party Animals team, and they were such nice guys. They stopped and took pictures with Tripp, my son. And my son Tripp also, he does competition hip hop. So we always joke around between travel baseball and competition hip hop. I believe he was just made to be a banana.
I didn't know there was competition hip hop.
Yes.
What do you do? What do you do? Huh?
You going to tell him what you do?
What do you
go out
do?
there and compete and dance?
You dance?
Yeah,
What's
and
the
on the
name
ball
of-
field.
What's the name of the studio you dance for?
I think it's called Young Attitudes.
Young Attitudes
Young
Dancing.
Attitudes, and you do hip hop competition.
Absolutely.
Right.
He's kind of made a name for himself as being the dancing catcher. In travel baseball, they play walk-up songs like they do in MLB and such. So when the other team's players are coming up and he's that catcher, he's back there dancing to their
He's
song
back
too.
dancing away, huh?
Yep. But yeah, that's our family joke, is he's just made to be a Savannah Banana. So when we ran into the fellas that night, they were so gracious and nice, and stopped and took pictures with them. We went out the next day, and I tell everybody they invited us, but we really kind of snuck in a side door. And
I've done that before.
right, there was a door open, so we snuck in and made our way out there to watch them practice. And they seen us over there, and they remembered him from the night before, so they invited him down to the field. Stilts in particular, I know he remembers, and Stilts brought him back to the wall in the outfield and let him sign his name on the outfield wall out there at the Grayson Stadium in Savannah. And if he wasn't already a fan then, they sunk the hook, right?
They sunk it right there, huh?
Yeah, they had him full force. But We've been playing travel ball. My son has for about a year now, and this has just kind of been in the back of my mind. And I've been reaching out to those guys and talking with them, and I finally have broke through and got permission, and we're starting an official Bananas 9U travel baseball team. We won't have these will be real, legit, genuine Bananas jerseys and uniforms that we're wearing. Down to a T. I've got it worked out to where we're going to have a tryout, and I'll announce that date and such in a minute. But once we get our team formed, I have it worked out to where we'll be able to have a field trip per se and get the guys down there to watch a practice. We won't have to sneak in a side door or anything. And I'm working on a few other details and surprises for the kids that actually make the team. But this is super excited. It's taken me months to make this happen. And to have it finally worked out and coming to life is super exciting. We are only doing one age group. It will be 9U. It's a little tricky how that works. The 2025 official year starts August 15th, but the birth date cutoff is May 1st. So if your son is 9 years old or younger come May 1st of 2025, he will be eligible to play 9U travel baseball come August and moving forward for the next 12 months. If you have any, it's very confusing. It took us a long time to grasp that, and every now and again we're still like, when was your kid born? And trying to figure it out. If you have any questions, Brent Westbury and myself will be coaching the team. You can reach out to either one of us on social media, or you can call or text us. My personal cell phone number is 912-202-8338. And Brent's personal cell phone number is 912-256-3243. This tryout is going to be on a Sunday, July 14th. So not this coming Sunday, but the following Sunday. We're going to do it at 3 p.m., so it'll be after church. You have plenty of time to go to church, eat, go home, change, get your kids ready. It'll be right there at Bill Morris Park. You will see us. You won't have to ask what field. You will see us. This isn't going to be a traditional, normal tryout or where you come out there, your kid's stressed and fumbling the ball because he's worried about everything. It's going to be a fun tryout, and we're going to kind of set the tone for what this team's going to be. It's going to be a lot different. It's going to be what you would expect out of a Bananas team.
So it's going to be like the Bananas team.
Correct. We may not be doing trick plays. We're going to work on getting the basics down before we go to the trick plays. But the fun of the Bananas will be there for sure.
It'll be like the Harlem Globetrotters of the Diamond, right?
Absolutely, but in youth baseball.
In youth baseball.
Absolutely, we want to make it as fun as possible.
When does season start? You have tryouts on the 14th, and when does season?
So we will start in August probably.
Okay.
We haven't set the exact date. There's literally tournaments available to play.
So y'all just go and play in tournaments, other teams, stuff like that?
Correct. There's tournaments available almost every weekend of the year that you can go play in. So we'll pick up, once we get the team formed, we'll look at everybody's schedule and try to iron it out as best as possible and go from there. But we're looking for kids with good attitudes, hard work ethic, and good personalities. We want them to come out there and have fun.
Okay.
We don't want it to be a stressful situation.
All right. Sounds good.
You got anything you want to add about it?
Where do and I've known this, but I've forgotten. Where do the players of Savannah Bananas come from?
Literally all over the country. I mean, some of them outside of the country.
And who do they play against? Is it college players? What is it? It's got to have some sort of.
Correct. So when they started, actually,
They were a college team.
They were college.
Yep.
Yeah.
I may run some people off with this, but most people know. So I'm a diehard Mets fan, and I know, right?
Okay, back the truck up here. How did you become a Mets fan?
Well, I was born in New York. I got down here as quick as I could.
Okay.
But I'm a very loyal person. So we left New York in '88, and
how old were you then?
7.
So you became a fan by 7 years old?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Well, in '86, the Mets won the World Series, and they went back in
yeah.
'88. So I was hooked.
You were hooked, and you stayed there all these years.
Well, my parents were determined I would grow up a tough childhood and live a tough life. They moved me to Georgia just before the '90s Braves took off, and as a Mets fan. So
so get back to your story there.
all right, so the team before the Bananas were the Savannah Sandats. So
Right, Sandats.
correct. They were a Mets minor league team.
Right.
I actually got to meet Johan Santana down there, get some autographs when he was rehabbing one time. But I was down there all the time. Anytime I can get in that stadium, I was down there checking out the new Mets prospects. So after they left, that was my place, man. I loved Grayson Stadium. So started going. They were a college summer league team is what they started as. It wasn't the trick plays and all this stuff. And the guy, Jesse Cole, that owns them, he was basically the marketing guy for a minor league team. They come up with all these crazy promotions and ideas
all kinds of promotions
to draw people into these minor league games because they usually don't have high attendance. So he came up with this idea and just ran with it. And it's basically, like you said earlier, the Globetrotters on the baseball diamond. So similar to the Globetrotters playing the Washington Generals they've been playing for years that travel with them.
Who's that now?
The Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah, the Washington Generals. Yep.
Right. And every now and again they'll play another team, but it's pretty much the Washington Generals. So they have formed another team called the Party Animals that travels with them, and they play them all around the country, now all around the world. They're going to baseball stadiums and selling out.
Harlem Globetrotters are going to be in Wild Adventures in the next few days.
Yeah.
Celebrate America Festival.
Absolutely, yeah. And those guys are super exciting. Trip got to go into a Harlem Globetrotters game and was actually participated in a Globetrotters game and made a basket.
Way to go, dude. Yes, sir. Thumbs up.
He happened to be dancing again out there in the stands, and the manager came and took him out of the stand. They called timeout, took him out of the stands, put him down on the court, and let him play with him for a few minutes.
True that.
Yeah.
But, so they have the Party Animals as well. And then this year they just formed a third team that travels with them. So sometimes the Bananas take a break and these other two teams will play each other. They're called the Firefighters, but they're all do the trick plays and play banana ball. So we're just super excited for this opportunity. We think it's a huge opportunity for boys of Wayne County and really surrounding counties as well.
When they came up with the name Savannah Bananas, a lot of people were moaning and going, what's that, because it did rhyme and it was catchy and stuff like that. But you think about that, it's almost like they had in mind that they might become something like that because of the Savannah Bananas. It just fits in with the type of style of play they play.
Yeah, absolutely. Their catcher, Bill Leroy, and there may be another one on the team, but I know Bill Leroy for sure. He was actually part of that college team. And has stuck around, so he's like banana royalty to them. He played through the college years before they were doing the trick play, and then stuck around with them.
So they just travel around with other teams to put on like exhibition games, like the Harlem Globetrotters do in basketball.
Correct, and they started out really small. Like I said, when we went to that first game, they weren't even sold out. There was maybe a couple thousand people there. Now I think they were in Boston a couple weeks ago, sold out the Red Sox Stadium. They're big.
What do you think the attraction is there?
It's very exciting and very fan orientated. So as far as a pop fly hitting to the stands, if you catch it, it's an out. So it's very interesting. Just like in Major League Baseball, they're trying to speed the game up because our attention span. For people
these smartphones, we got the attention span of a goldfish these days, just about.
Absolutely. So they're trying to speed up Major League Baseball to keep people, watching and entertained. Well, the Bananas have grabbed that bull by the horn and ran with it. It's so when they keep scoring the game, it's not traditional baseball style. You win every inning. So whoever scores the most runs in inning number 1 gets 1 run. Whoever scores most runs in inning number 2, they get a run, and then you tally that up. Who wins the most innings?
A little different there,
right? So you're having to pay attention throughout the whole game, and you never know when somebody's going to break out and do a backflip and catch a pop fly. You literally are wanting to keep your eyes on the game the whole time. And we may not have kids in the outfield doing backflips yet. We might.
Yeah.
But we are going to bring excitement to travel baseball. That is absolutely 100% for sure. And we're going to make sure these kids have a whole lot of fun while they're winning some ball games. Our goal is to get 10 or 11 kids together, you know, they're going to be making memories that'll last them a lifetime, building friendships that'll last them a lifetime. And to start with, you know, you can travel super far in baseball. We're not going to travel far to begin with. We'll probably keep it within an hour, 2 hour radius for most of our games. But we are super excited about this opportunity.
Okay. So, once again, the tryout for the U9 Jesup Bananas team, traveling team is going to be when and where?
It'll be July 14th at Bill Morris Park at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're getting a lot of feedback from this. We plan on the tryout lasting about 2 hours, about 3 to 5 o'clock. If we have more people show up than we expect, it may last a little longer than that. But just go to Bill Morris Park, July 14th, 3 o'clock. You will not have to ask what field we're at. You will see us.
Okay. All right. And Fred, this is for you. It says, Young Attitudes Dance Center and Miss Abby would expect you to say that with pride.
Wow. Young Attitudes Dance Center.
Okay.
Hi, Miss Abby.
Oh, boy. So, good luck with that.
Thank you
good
so
luck with
much.
that. And good luck with the move of Magic Mattress. We got Glenn Pond in here. Him and his wife own Magic Mattress and Furniture, located right there between Hardee's and Tidal Pond.
Yep.
Turn right there on Allison, and they're right there on the right-hand side there, right before you get to Goodwill. They're having a big moving sale. They'd rather sell it than move it. They're moving to the old Pick and Save building there on First Street, on South First Street, right there, right at the edge of downtown. And y'all be in there and hopefully open up there on August 1st.
That's
so
what we're shooting
big
for.
sale, huge sale going on at Magic Mattress and Furniture on Allison Street, right before you get to Goodwill, right there next to Walmart.
Yep. And I got a text while I was in here. We may get Mayor Weaver involved in this. Apparently, he's good friends with Bill Leroy on the Savannah Bananas, and he knows one of the firefighters players as well. So you never know who might pop into one of these banana events. We might have Mayor Weaver out there doing a little dance too.
That I think people would pay to see or pay not to see. I'm not sure.
Absolutely.
Bob, any questions or comments for Glenn Pond this morning about the Jesup Bananas?
Just good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck with that. That's good. Look forward to seeing him dancing out there one day and seeing his moves.
Absolutely. And let's go bananas.
Let's go Bananas. Well, Glenn, have a great 4th of July holiday.
Thank you. You as well.
All right. Bye-bye. Bob, anything else before we head out? All right. The world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup is brought to you by First Southern Bank, Vans Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates. Good morning. You're listening to Big Dog Country.
More Democrats are worried about 2024. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Congressman Jared